Good morning, YouTubers. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put 6-pound test braid on my reel here. It's a 2500 size Sedona. This will be for light application, and I plan to use it for, in Hawaii we call it reds and akuli, which are smaller fish that with larger eyes that come out at night. They feed closer to the shorelines. So I don't need a heavy line. I was going to go just with either I go with 6-pound mono direct or 6-pound braid. I wouldn't go 6-pound fluoro though, because that breaks easier. So normally I would just load up either all 6-pound mono or 6-pound braid. But this time I thought, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go with the braid because I will get a little bit more casting distance, because at night it's very important to cast a little bit farther from shore. So I'm gonna go with the braid. But I thought, hey, I'm gonna give it a mono backing just in case, just to show people what I do with combining the line. I prefer uni to uni. You don't need something that strong for a light application like this, but I thought I'd just show that. Okay, so to make this happen, I'm going to use my Fishon Spooler. Fishon Spooler was made by this company, Sportsman Innovations. I got this unit through Brandon Rogers. There's a link at the bottom of my video that will give you a link to this. It may sound too commercial, but I don't make a penny from this. He wanted to give me a commission, but I said no, because owning a unit like this will give you independency. You're now independent. You do your own work yourself. You're away from the tackle shops, and you can save money by doing the work yourself. Okay, today I'm going to use this brand, Soft Steel monofilament. I like this brand. It's owned by Kuma, but the line is to a different company. They remarketed under a different company, and it was extruded from Japan. And I do like the way the Japanese extrude the line. I've used 6-pound before, Senshi brand from Brian's Fishing Supply from downtown Honolulu. I like this. Well, I like the Senshi brand, but they don't bring it in anymore. So what I normally do is I use human breaking test. I just wrap it around, try to break it myself. Wow, it's cutting into my hand, which is supposed to do, but wow. Oh wow, look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. That tells me all I need to know. That tells me that this 6-pound is pretty good. So I've used this in the past. I go out with my friend Wayne, we go at night. We go along the shoreline for reds and akuli at night. This is how we've even picked up some nice size papillos, 6 to 8-pound size papillos, which are jacks. None of them have ever been able to break this, but I'm gonna be using this as backing today, and I'll be putting the braid on top. Okay, so I went ahead and punched a hole, put it through, and I already put this bevel stopper on. See, the wedges in there. Put the other bevel stopper so it fits in the other side, and in the spool's already grooved for that. So let me see. Now I am missing. Where is it? I am missing. Here it is. I'm missing this spring. Go. Put just a little bit of pressure, not too much, a little bit of pressure, and tighten this. So this way the spool does not flow freely. Tighten that up a little bit more. There. Okay. This way, when you put the line on, it keeps the line taut, so you don't have to grab the line to make the line taut when you're putting it on. Okay, for here it comes with 3 adapters. This is only for spinners, not conventionals. I can still do my conventionals, I just do it a different way. Okay, this is for large, micro. This should fit this. Yes, it does. See, you turn it out in. So there you go, fits. and I'll put it right into there. See that? This will fit right into here. And make sure it's tightly on. Make sure it's tight because you don't want it to wobble too much when you turn your power on. So as you can see, I put some tape on this as backing so the line will grip better. You can use any knot. Most people go arbor. I like to use a Uni-Knot. As long as it's securely on, you're fine. So this is what it looks like. The line comes down, goes to this bar. This is only for cutting the line here. Goes to the threader, which see goes back and forth so I can thread the line on. That's what it looks like. So when you start, the variable speed switch and on and off switch is this switch right there. So when you start her up, okay, it's on. See, just have whatever speed you feel comfortable. Go very slow like this in the beginning until you get your feeling on how the line is put on. That's all you have to do. Now I figured out how to add a counter onto this. I shared my information with Brandon Rogers of the company, so he appreciated it. This here will clip onto here. So I found that I can either use an electronic one like this or a manual reader, and I can tell you exactly how much line on. But after a while, it doesn't matter. I just put it on. Okay, I did on that one there. I didn't tighten this too much, but because I know it's only gonna be on for a little while. But when I'm feeding this back and forth with my middle finger, they don't tell you this, but I found that when I use my thumb here, especially the thumbnail part, I put that pressure right in there on the drag disc, and I put it like that. And when I go back and forth and feeding it, it helps keep the line taut, and it helps you look at it even. It helps you get even line laid. So what I did is I made it so I don't know how much yard that is, but that tells me when I hit that out in the field, I don't have much left. So that's quite a bit already. So that's the first part. So now I'm gonna put on some spider wire stealth. This is 200 yards, it's 6 pounds. That's why I want to get as much of this as I can on this. That's why I didn't want to go too much on the mono backing. But sometimes it's good to have the mono backing. It tells you how much line you got left. So you really need to know when to put the pressure on the fish. Okay, I'm gonna try to show this on my iPhone. Hopefully it will catch all of this. This is a uni to uni. I like using the uni to uni. There's a lot of good knots out there, but I prefer the uni to uni. So we on this side here, I have my braid. The other side is the mono from the machine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cross pass like this. So we're gonna do one first before the other. So here we have, here is the mono. So gonna make a loop. See that? Just made a loop here. Now we're gonna start from the far end of the loop to the right here. I'm gonna go through this. Very harder. It's much harder when the line is thinner like this. Easier when it's thick. One. Two. See, we got 2 loops already. And we're starting on the outside, right? We always start on the outside. 3. We're going away from the center of the knot. That's what I meant by the outside. 4. 5. 5, and one more. You know, I think at the center line I can get away with the 5, but yeah, let's do the 6. 6. Oops. Ah, I hate doing it with thinner line. 6. Okay, so you notice that what I did is that, okay, like I said, this is the mono from the left, braid from the right. So right now, I'm just gonna cinch that just a little, just so I can get all the taggings and everything out of the way. Now, I'm gonna come back to this side here, to the other side. We're gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna make a loop with the braid and the mono here on this side. Let me see. There we go. So we're gonna go through. We made our loop. We're going through once, and I'm going away from the center of the knot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a lot easier for me to do this on my lap instead of trying to hold it up, but I have to do this for the camera to catch everything. See that? I'm gonna drop just a little. So now what we have is the original one here we did, second one here we did. Now watch this. Normally I wet this, but if the line is thin, make sure that the tag ends are all out. There you go. Make sure that pulling the tag ends, make sure that the knot looks good, which it does. Oh, wow. Look, it's cutting in my hand. You think I'm joking. Those marks are not jokes. And there you go. And when you trim this, get fairly close. Use something that's serrated edge. How's that guy? That is your uni to uni. So now that we got our uni to uni on, we're gonna finish this up here. Now I stopped this because I want to show you I'm almost done. They purposely put a white piece of tape or a different type of colored tape, depending on the color of the background, over here. So right now, for the first time, you can see through these layers to know that you're almost done. How is that? Couple more wraps. Look at this. Look how nicely that's laid out. All the way up to within a 1/16 of an inch up to the edge of the lip here. I guess I estimated that pretty good. Okay, finished product. Look at that. Look how nice and even the line is, because I use a machine like this instead of doing it by hand. And I had the proper tension, and that's why I was able to do such a professional job like this. No different than what the stores do, because my friend Glenn over in Maui, he bought the same Fishon Spooler, the very same one, and he does this for his customers for free that buys their products from him. So I'm not the only one. From what I understand, quite a few people in Hawaii has bought this unit and they're quite happy with it. So look at that. That is so nicely spooled. Now, I tell you, you have a lot of pride in your equipment when you do the work yourself. You are no longer tied to the shops. You just do it on your own, especially for you people in the States that live in the middle of nowhere. This is the perfect companion, and it comes with an adapter so you can use it, attach it to your car through your cigarette lighter. Look at that. It took a 200-yard spool of that braid, not including the backing, which the backing I figured that was about maybe, I don't know, 70 yards or so for backing. All 6 pounds. You know how much that line that is on that? Amazing, isn't it? So that's my report, and hopefully this will help you guys out. I mean, you don't have to go with what I recommend. Like, see, this is a Fishon Spooler. You don't have to go recommend. It's just I did my homework, and that's what I chose. And even a shop owner here in Hawaii has said, hey, good choice, and he got it. A lot of people here locally have bought this unit, the very same unit. This is the highest model of the Fishon Spoolers. This is made in America, which is something that's very proud to brag about. So there you go, guys. I hope this has been helpful to the people out there. Thank you.